Yo, what's up, folks?
What a doop doop.
Here we are with the Red and Terra show. We're going to do a quick recap of the UFC 266 and fighting at the weekend. Red, what did you see?
Not a lot. Missed the main fight. And I watched the highlights for Diaz and Lawler. Because again,
What you want to get into first? I'll tell you what I'm saying.
and with Diaz and Lawler, started off the co-main.
Diaz and Lawler. So Diaz opens up with a fucking spinning back fucking upside down kick and then falls to the ground, like pretty comical. What did you make of the whole thing? I heard one, no, not to throw it out there, but one comment that apparently he got the V a couple of weeks ago and wasn't 100% after it, but I didn't verify that anywhere. A lot of people are saying that he's like changed management, changed camps, a lot of fucking stuff going on. He didn't really want to fight against Lawler. But what did you think of the fight nonetheless, Diaz?
Yeah, it was a good knock. The two of them are like just two party bastards, so kind of delivered like what you kind of expected is what you got with it. Surprised by Diaz going down though. I didn't think the punch was. I think he just got fed up. Like as you were saying, he was like, "What am I doing fighting here? This isn't the fight I should be fighting," and just got the hits as fuck and just went down. I was like, "Get this over."
He should have been 3 rounds. He done like it was 5 rounds. Should have been 3 rounds. So long out. He didn't look in condition. Everyone talks about the condition that Nick and Nate and they do triathlons and all this. He didn't look like he was in great condition. He looked like he probably struggled in his camp. The weight change a week before and all that was a bit odd. And he definitely looked like he was gassing out a little bit, certainly in the first round. But that could be down to like, you know, your fucking adrenaline dump straight off the bat. He looked nervous getting into the cage. He looked very nervous the whole way on the build up, and then the fourth round, he looked like he maybe ran out a bit of steam. The second round, he looked a bit more comfortable, but still didn't look like he had the same energy level as
but he wouldn't know at the age difference though. That's another thing as well. Like so,
well, they're both similar age. I think it's more the fucking time he had out. But Lawler was just like a zombie, kept walking forward, ducking the head, rolling with punches, like, and it just didn't matter what he was throwing at me, kept coming. And then to reiterate maybe the point you made, I think maybe he just got a pain in his bollocks in there. He's like, this cunt isn't going away. I'm not going to knock him out. And then he's after breaking me nose here, so all right.
Yeah, I don't think even before the fight, I don't think he wanted the fight. I don't think Diaz wanted that fight at all.
Yeah.
No, and I'm not saying he was afraid of Lawler by any stretch. I just think that's not the comeback fight he wanted, and he was thinking anyone wanted. So I think it was all just kind of.
Yeah, but geez, if that guy had turned up against Usman, God only knows what would have happened. Anyway, we'll jump into the main event. There was a lot of other good fights on the card. I'd recommend if people haven't watched it yet. Marlon Moraes against Dilishvili, the fellow who fights out with Ray Longo and all that, with Ali Quinta and Aljamain Sterling. Man, what a fight that was. Morel basically caught him with a left. The chap was out on his feet. I don't know how he survived. Like, he literally was planting him with shots. And then somehow he managed to grab a double leg, gets on top of Moraes and beats him to a pulp. Like, Moraes barely made it out of the round. It was mad. And then the next round just dived on top of him and murdered him. But that was a great fight. Dan Hooker was a very good fight as well.
Did he win?
Yeah, he won. He won a decision. There was a couple of other good fights on it. Like, I'd recommend go watch it. Curtis Blades, but pretty much what I said. Curtis Blades got a decision. Carvillo got knocked out by and kind of stopped against Andrade. And Shevchenko doing what she done, what she does to everyone. Lana Murphy wasn't up to anything. So we'll jump into the main event. Then was Volkanovski against Ortega, and quality fight, really good fight. You didn't see it, no?
No, I actually didn't.
Really good fight. Both the guys were fucking well at it. It was a really good. The third round there was like a clash of heads, and it looked like it knocked Ortega like he didn't know where he was, and then Volkanovski caught him with a couple of hooks, like, and got on top of him. It looked like it was nearly getting finished, and then I think it was the fourth round, maybe, or maybe that was the second round, and the third. I think Ortega went in a bit bleeding all over, and the start of the third round, Ortega kind of hit him with a dig, and then just catches him in a fucking guillotine, and I don't know how the fuck Volkanovski survived it. Like, it was literally, you could see the cunt going purple, like, and then he looks like the hand is in position to tap a couple of times, and he just slugged it out and managed to get a bit of space and gets over and jumps on top of Ortega and starts smashing the living daylights out of him. Then gets caught in a triangle, which is like Brian T. City triangle fucking king, and he's squeezing the life out of him, and the cunt somehow manages to survive again, gets over and starts raining bombs on the cunt, like, and Ortega's face is smashed to a pulp. The doctor's in looking at him between rounds. He's fucking asked him how many fingers he's holding up. The chap's making up numbers, and you know what I mean? He doesn't know where he is. They ask him to walk over here. He goes to walk and he's stumbling and all, like. And I think that might have been the end of the fourth round then, yeah. So shouldn't have Tell should have been thrown in or something, but he goes into the fifth round and it's like they clash heads again. His eye splits open and it's like it wakes him up. And then he starts putting it on Volkanovski. In the last couple of seconds, he nearly got a bit of a knockout. Like, caught him with 3 or 4 clean points. So, really good fight. Volkanovski cannot be denied. The chap is a fucking animal. I don't know how he survived them, the chokes, but he managed to get out of them. It was a clear-cut winner, you know what I mean? There was no Max Holloway off this at all. Like, he won that fight, but Ortega, like, you have to give it up for him as well.
There's no side of that news then. So Oscar De La Hoya tweets at Volkanovski.
Yeah.
About getting paid more. And then Dana White brought the receipts. Dana White had the receipt.
And therefore,
absolutely
the De La Hoya fight put on when
I watched that whole press conference with a big smile on my face. I loved it. They go, this fucking scumbag and all. I go on, Dana, you good. Like, I love De La Hoya was like a great fighter. He was one of my favorite fighters when I was a kid. Like, but just I love that Dana White is just like sitting there at a press conference going, and this fucking scumbag is just a lying ass piece of shit.
Yeah. When he started pulling out what like Tito Ortiz and who's the other one?
Well, even though he brought up he was saying he brought up Volkanovski, and he was like,
but Chuck Liddell and what he was talking about was Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz fought for a De La Hoya promotion there a couple of years ago.
So I know, but no, you wanted to keep it short. That's why I was going straight to the news.
Oh, yeah, all right. Anyway, yeah.
But the Volkanovski was, he was saying De La Hoya's last, the whole purse of the whole 18 fighters, Volkanovski got paid more to wear the Venom gear for this fight than the entire roster of his last.
Yeah.
So it's like little things like that, and it's like, fair play to Dana for coming out and just being, and he's even saying it. Like, you can ask UFC fighters what they earn. It's not a secret. We're not telling them. There's no gag order.
Yeah.
They don't tell you because they don't want people to know. It's not like nobody else's business. Like, so where these people
like, even the ones who complain about what they're getting paid now. Like, I remember Masvidal, he wanted more money for the Usman fight. And then the fight wasn't going ahead, and then it was going ahead, and they asked him, like, I think it was Ariel or something, was like, well, what? And he was like, well, let's just say I got close to what I was looking for. Well, like, what's that? And it's like, well, it was just close to what I was looking for. He wouldn't say, you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't say how much wasn't enough, and then how much was enough, but nothing. So, like, he could have said it. He didn't.
That's what I mean, but you just don't. Well, it's personal information. Like, it's only a business what anyone's making.
Like, we're going to get into just keeping this short and sweet. So we get into the last bit of news for over the weekend. Joshua Usyk.
Yeah.
I was chatting with Dubzino and I said to him, I bet a fucking Usyk by decision. Even though I know I said on this that I thought Joshua would just dig it out. As I kind of thought about it afterwards, it was like, right, I'll throw it on. I think Usyk, maybe by decision. And I was right.
Yeah, no, to be honest with you, like, I said it was a very dangerous fight for Joshua. The guy just thought Joshua was going to take that fight on differently than he did. I thought Joshua was going to go out there to land a bomb on and, you know, get like I thought it was going to be a stoppage in the mid rounds. That's what I thought, that Joshua would wobble him, because when you get hit by Joshua in the third round straight, it can fuck you up for 3 or 4 rounds. Like, so I just thought that, but I didn't think he was going to go and try and box with Usyk. Usyk is a better boxer than him all day long. Like, so
all day.
I don't know
All
why
day.
you're like, do you save that shit for the bums that you're fighting? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want to practice showing off your form, but when you're coming up against a better boxer, then you just go back to what you're good at. It's like Deontay Wilder is not going to try and outbox Usyk. He's just going to try and telegraph his right hand from, you know, as far back from the corner and then swing it from the other corner, clump Usyk with it and win the fight. That's what he's going to try and do. That's what Joshua should have tried and done. And yeah, so Usyk, great champion, great guy. Well
what do you
deserved.
think happens now? Do you think it's a rematch? Do you think you wait to see what happens to Fury and Wilder? What do you think?
Well, I'd imagine there's a there's a rematch clause in there.
That's a bad idea, I think.
Do you know what I mean? But
I think it's a bad idea, especially straight away.
at the end of the day, like, I don't think anyone really cares about Usyk versus Tyson Fury, or which would be a good fight. Yeah. Or Usyk versus Wilder.
It's not the big fight you want to see. It's like the logical challenger or whatever, but it's not the fight people want to see. Did you see the little conspiracy going around about the fight stopping early in the last round?
No.
So I think Joe Rogan had it up. It was like they had the count and the bell went and the count and it goes 7, 6, and like fucking Usyk is hooking, bleeding Joshua around, and it, like looking like the ref could stop it. Like goes 7, 6, 5, and then the count kind of disappears off the screen, and then like a second later the referee stops it or something, so it stops like 4 or 5 seconds early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the clock does generally drop off the screen.
No, I know, but it wasn't that the clock dropped off the screen. It was that, like, say it's 7 seconds, the clock disappeared, and then 1 second, 2, and then the ref stops it. Like, so the 10-second thing goes, and it's like 10, 9, 8, 7, and then the clock knocks out the screen. The ref stops it nearly a second later. Like he gets in the way where he could have stopped the fight. He just stopped the fight. You know what I mean? Anyway,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
That was just a quick little recap of the weekend action, and cheers for listening. We'll catch us on something else very soon. Peace.